Well, it's time for the PMP exam to change. And one of the questions I often get when students are rapidly training and preparing, they ask me, Phil, how long will it take me to review all the material? And I tell them it depends. It depends on the material you're using, and it depends on how much you know that you don't know. And a lot of what I find people not knowing is the processes in detail. For that reason, I came out with a product that I'm going to be sharing with you today. It is called the PMP Exam Power Review, which you see. And the PMP Exam Power Review is a book that helps you to rapidly cover the 49 processes within an hour. That's my target, an hour. And what I am seeking for you to do within the hour is to rapidly hit every one of those processes for just about a minute. That will be your first pass over the content. And when you zero into stuff you don't know, you go back for a second or third pass. Now, the content is broken out a page per process, which makes it so easy. Instead of covering tens of pages per process to find gaps, this allows you to rapidly find gaps. So it's low cost but high value, massive, massive value. So why don't we take a look at some of the content here? I'll show you a couple of processes so you get an understanding of how these are broken out. So here's our process known as Develop Project Charter. What is the purpose of this process? The purpose is for the sponsor to create the charter that authorizes the project, and it could be done with or without the project manager's assistance. The project charter provides a direct link between the project and the strategic objectives of the organization. You see, little things like that, that's what people miss. You want to pay close attention to those little nuances that people may have missed in the PMBOK guide. The project charter is developed by the project sponsor and or the project manager. The project sponsor or an entity external to the project is typically responsible for developing the charter, although the PM may participate. Prior to authorizing the project manager may be involved in feasibility studies and sometimes in project selection methods. The key outputs, the project charter and the assumption log, you see those there. Major inputs, business case, the unspoken benefits management plan, and keep your eye on that if you're taking the exam soon. Agreements, which could be contracts, MOUs, LOIs, things like that. Then we've got the major tools and techniques, and in this first process we call out pretty much all those tiny little bullets that are hidden. We've got interviews, even conflict management, which most people don't take notice of. We bring those things to the surface here. Focus groups, meeting management, brainstorming, things that you may just gloss over, but we call your attention to them so that if you don't get the concept of why they are tool and technique, you open up the book, take a look at it. Now, one of the most valuable pieces of this book is the gold zone, because in the gold zone I tell you what to focus on for your exam. And as you can see here in the gold zone, I say know the high level details in the charter. In essence, page 81. Know the assumption log background. Assumptions start in the business case. These are things that often go unnoticed. Know the needs assessment, business case, the benefits management plan. We have the details, page 30 to 36. Know all the places the project charter is used as an input, and pay attention to why the project charter goes to the close project or phase process. Boom, all done. You see how rapidly we reviewed that? That didn't take that long, and that was in addition to me speaking and telling you other things. So by the time you get through this book, you will know clearly what you do not know, and the intent is to get you to close those gaps. Another piece that people struggle with is in the monitoring and controlling process group. And in this section, we have the image of the change request sequence. What happens when someone requests a change and what should follow, and such and such. So that is covered in the book as well. When you get to a process such as, say, monitor stakeholder engagement, where there's not that much weight, it's a little bit leaner, but you can see the details, and it calls your attention to some of the major inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. And the gold zone is to really know the difference between monitor and manage stakeholder engagement. Another part of this book, we cover the aspect of quality. So what happens from the moment you get your deliverable, quality assurance is happening in the background, that goes on to control quality. That whole map, we cover that map, what happens beyond control quality, going into validate scope and so on. So there are a few other auxiliary maps that will help you. The WPD, WPI, WPR map is there as well. And like I said, every process has a sheet where we summarize the points to be studied. All right? And we actually arrange this by process group, not by knowledge area. That's the cool thing. It forces you to get into the process group mode. Okay? So if this sounds like something you are interested in getting, I'm going to put the link below. I know it will rapidly help your study. And I just got an email from a student who used this to study last week or the past couple of weeks. She's a PMP guru today. I'm really delighted that she has been able to ace the exam. But anyway, my friends, that's pretty much it. Okay, if you are looking to get this book, look for the link somewhere. We also have the PMP exam power review where I cover this on video. That is also available in the Praizion videos. I'm going to endeavor to put a link below. So if you want to get the book and grab the videos, you'll find the link somewhere below. Okay? You take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.